frustrated. I have no solid reason as to why it is this way. Sorry. But it is. And I have no choice but to just sit in it and let it process and come to the surface and reveal itself so that I can properly transmute it, and I'm aware of exactly what the hell is going on. I'm still transitioning out of a stage in which I was extremely exhausted. I mean, I didn't understand why I was exhausted. I was sleeping properly. I was eating properly. And I was exhausted. And, you know, when these things I've learned from 2020, even before then, like 2018, I started feeling like deep spiritual awakening symptoms. And I went to the doctor a few times back then and with no clarity. So I was guided through my intuition that it was all spiritually based. And I stick by that, especially when I don't know exactly what the hell is going on like now. So I just sit with it. So like I said, I'm transitioning from being extremely tired. I'm not tired now, but I'm extremely hungry. And I only want specific foods. And if it's not me eating out, it's me cooking, and I love it. I really do. And I'm enjoying eating more and more. There's a few things that I am aware of that are irritating me, and the only thing I can do is ground myself in the knowing that I can get myself, I can evolve out of what it is that is irritating me. I trust that I will do that. My hair is growing like crazy. It's not irritating me, but it's just like, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I know I spoke about this before. However, it's like every time I look at it, it's just growing. I don't have the feel to go out, even though I'm out. I decided, well, first of all, it's about the thunderstorm any minute now. And I had to come out because I've been stalling on buying my cats some food. And I took a little cat nap, literally. It wasn't even like a full nap. Now that I'm transitioning out of being so exhausted, when I want to take a nap, I really can't fully immerse myself into a nap. It's just weird, man. But I take what I can. So I took a little cat nap, graze, something, I don't know. And I heard thunder, so I had to take a shower first because I cleaned my house and it was hot and I was sweating my ass off, which is why I was so tired and I needed a nap. So now, I haven't been going to the gym. I don't want to be around people. But I do have that deep-rooted feeling of knowing what my gym classes do for me. So I'm gonna go. I've just been really enjoying not going, just me time. And I learned yesterday that I was wondering, like, why don't I play? Even when I was a kid, I really didn't like playing, and some of it had to do with me playing against people that are just what's the term? Team players, and I got sick of that. And I was a very aware, awakened child, so it was hard for me to just like be vulnerable and be a child, because a lot of times when I did, I was raped. I don't know if I could, excuse me, I was not literally, but in mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I didn't play much, and I'm only now at 38 years old, almost 39, coming to the acceptance that I'm just not a playful person, especially when a lot of people like to mask the truth that they want to speak on to you during play. But I'm going to get off of that. I learned that playfulness is not always like being playful physically. It can definitely be through meditation, through gardening, something that's your hobby. That's being playful. You honoring what it is that truly lights your soul up, lights your spirit up, brings you joy. That is also play as well. So I do play. My play just looks completely different than those that are around me. You're about to see me eat again. I don't feel relatable. And in some ways, I'm also okay with that too. I don't think I necessarily have to be relatable. Those who relate. I have Thai chili barbecue sauce on the night. That's really nice. And I have fried chicken. Relatives. So fillet of fish. So, see, with all those bites, I completely forgot about my frustration and annoyance and anger. Am I eating in my way? Perhaps. It's what's comforting right now. Also, I'm thinking about how for a long time I wanted more children. And now I am completely and utterly turned off by the idea of me having more children. It's probably because I've healed my inner child and I'm embracing her as well. I don't just walk with myself, with my higher self, I walk with her too. She's amazing. So, that longer I had for more has decreased significantly. Also, I don't have the capacity to deal with a man. However, if I was to have children, I would have to, because I would definitely discern the type of father it would be. He would be, because he's important. But I don't have space for that right now. Also, another reason why I wanted children is because my family is so small. My generation is small. I'm one of three. And one has passed. And he didn't have children. Watching children hug each other. They're excited to see each other. So, one has passed. It's just me and my sister. We're not really close. She has a daughter. I have 2 children. That's it. Cousins. More families, we got cousins, aunts and uncles. I can't say for sure if everybody's showing up the way they're supposed to be showing up. But when it comes to quantity, people got it. From what I see. But I want quality over quantity. And my small circle has quality. I've removed us from the dysfunction of what people believe is quality. Which is good. It was rough. Raising my daughter when she hit teenage years. And it wasn't for the typical teenage issues. I don't know exactly what it was. Oh no, I do. She had mental issues. She's suffering with mental issues. And it's not that I forgot, it's just dealing with a teenager that's dealing with their own mental situation and stubbornness, ego. Develop frontal lobe. It was hard. And I was in survival mode. I had to work. Don't we all? But it was hard. And I really didn't have anybody to be vulnerable with when it came to that. And my father wasn't active. My mother is crazy. I was living in an environment, community that had a lot of mental health issues, but it wasn't being taken care of properly. What they like to do is just dope you up with medication, put a band-aid on that. And we was at war and at odds because of that. Because I think it's so healthy. You gotta get down to the root of it. And she wasn't comfortable talking to me about the root. And as she became more comfortable, I would suggest things, and she was she didn't take my suggestions, and her symptoms was getting worse. And it got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna have to let go, which was difficult. That was definitely around the time when I knew that I was gonna move to Thailand. And I also knew that naturally, passively, without her being in the heart of Harlem, it would deal with a lot of her issues. And it did. It did. You know, the sun is medicine. Natural food is medicine. Calm, peaceful, accepting love is medicine. I had to regulate my nervous system as well. So it's a bit traumatic. And now my son, he's an older teenager. And honestly, from the time he became a teenager, he showed his independency / ego / stubbornness. And I understand it because he had for me. He is half of me. But I ain't got it in me no more. I mean, poetry. I ain't got it in me right now. But every time I think about how difficult it can be and it is, I'm just like, nah. To think I'm gonna do this again, like 4 times over, I don't think that's good for my mental health. So, you know what? I just gotta download. I think perhaps I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling because I'm coming to new awarenesses about what it is that I want and need and what is. And that also comes along with putting to rest the ideas of what I thought was going to be. And it's grieving. So, I may be grieving. Because I've changed how I've changed my role in the relationships that I have currently in my life. I do miss certain, like the intimacy that I was experiencing with those relationships. And that's it. I just miss it. And because I'm changing, people have to choose or not to adapt. And that means that during that whole transitional stage, like, a lot of things just won't happen. So here I am, alone again. Life is not easy. Look at that tall head, so lost. just dropped my drink on the floor. A death. Death. I'm even sad about that too. But yeah. This shit is crazy, man. I have to be cracked open in order to receive what it is that I want and need. And imagine feeling being cracked open. You know, sometimes when I have conversations with my children, they get extra quiet. And it's like I'm talking to myself. I just feel so lonely. I don't feel lonely when I sleep. I don't feel lonely when I'm like in my room to myself because I'm never really by myself. Even now, but I miss closeness. I didn't quite finish all my food, but that's okay. I am very satisfied. Very. I was actually supposed to go food shopping, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. If anything, I'm gonna send my kids to do it. And that's even if I'm not thinking about that. That's fine. So yeah. Alright. Thank you for listening. I'll catch you on another episode of my episodes of this journey that I'm on. Wait, hold on. Sometimes I have this intrusive thought, and I say it's intrusive because I hope it's not true. But what if it is true? I don't know. Alright, you know how if you have an imagination, because I don't think everybody has one, or everybody's not using it, I don't know. But you use your imagination to think about what you want to do, what you like, what you could be doing and would be doing in the moment, right? Or in the future. Sometimes I have this thought that I am literally somewhere, perhaps in New York City still, in some psych ward, having the thoughts that I am living out in this current moment, in this current reality. Couple come. And it's a little scary because, let's be real, the shit that I went through psychological, spiritual warfare, and that shit was supposed to, have you been, I'm sure I'm touching people from all over the world, but for those who have been on 125th Street, all up and down 125th Street, especially between about Lenox and Lexington. Them people, they were either dropped off from someplace, prison, I don't know, or they are native New Yorkers who couldn't take it anymore. Like, all right. I listen to them. I see them. I grew up in Harlem. I've seen a lot of people that are currently, at the time, were currently on 125th Street, drugged out, as if they've lost their minds. I mean, they probably did. No judgment. I mean, that life is not easy whatsoever. Not everybody can handle this shit. But I've seen them in better days, in better times. And then to see them there, like I said, it could have been me. And I believe that some people closest to me believe that as well. And while also being aware of that and believing that, they continue to do what they did to push me there quicker. So yes, sometimes I have that thought that, I don't know if it's called a parallel universe, but that's what's going on, and it breaks my heart when I think about that, if this is true, because I'm wondering what's going on with my children. But if that is in fact true, I know that if she's thinking about this type of life now, she's gonna get there. She's gonna get there. And it's gonna be completely different from this reality right now, but she's gonna get there. My mind is so fucking powerful, man. My mind is so powerful. It blows my mind. I blow myself away by how powerful my mind really is. The things that I have gotten myself out of that I didn't even know I was within, against my own free will, is astonishing. And that's why a lot of people mysteriously drop out of my life, because they can't even believe how is it that I'm not in a psych ward, I'm not going tick for tack, I'm not losing my mind, I'm not basically behaving the way that they reflect their behavior to be. So when you realize that you gave your all in a dark way and it didn't work, what you gonna do? You gotta go to somebody that's weaker, or stop, depending on what you choose. Anyway, I'm loving my hair, even though it's growing like weird. You know, yesterday I washed it. I'm just a talker. I said I was gonna go, but it's okay. Yesterday I washed my hair and I had it all planned out. decided to make some bentonite clay with apple cider vinegar and just put it on my scalp. I didn't feel like rinsing. I'm glad I didn't put it all over my locks because I put it on my scalp and it felt so good when I was like, you know how you grease your scalp? I put it on my scalp like that and I let it sit for, I don't know, not too long, maybe like no more than a half an hour. And I had a black hair. Yeah, let it sit. And I had plans on washing it outside because I just wanted to. And the hose is like really strong. I wanted to be outside in the sun. It just felt like intuitively guided. And I set up everything, did just that, and no water was coming out of the hose. And I was immediately triggered because this happened last year. Same time. And that trigger helped me to pause and just try again. And it didn't work again. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna dwell. I had to remind myself that although this happened last year, not with me washing my hair, but I completely had no water. I was living out of a hotel. It was very frustrating. And yeah, and I also had to remind myself that it's Songkran festival, so they're gonna decrease the water. Am I in agreement with that? No, but I get it. Whatever. Thank goodness it's been raining because I think we just wouldn't have water. But it has been thunderstorming, which is good. So I also had to remind myself, like, yes, you know, this is a trigger, it's a reminder of what we went through last year, but look at you now. You're thriving. You're in a home that's healthy. Your relationship with the landlord is healthy. You love the home. Like, it's just bliss. So I just did what I usually do from back in the day. I wash my hair in the sink. And everything is low and uncomfortable here in Thailand. And, you know, this to fit the needs of shorter people and smaller people. So the sink is low, the counter is low, and I could only do a quick rinse of the clay and then wash my scalp real good, and then I did another wash to get to my locks. I would have loved to do another full wash on my locks, but it didn't happen, and that's okay. It smelled good, it felt good, it looked good, baby, and here we are. So yeah, that happened. That definitely happened. But I'm gonna try again another time. I'm gonna definitely do that because I don't wanna. I was thinking, like, why am I standing in the shower to wash my hair when I could sit down outside, use the hose, and probably do it in half the time. Yeah. So that's my story. That's my episode. So that I don't lose my mind. Alright. Thank you for listening. I will catch you in another episode. And deuces. Oh my God.